Welcome back, Hordelings, to more Dragon Age Origins.
I wish to ask a question of you.
Go ahead.
I wish to know your opinion of love.
My opinion?
You and I have been intimate, for one. We have been close for some time now. You are impressive in many ways.
Thank you.
You even protected me from Flemeth without hope of reward. I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. It is a weakness I abhor. If this is love, I wish to ascertain that you do not feel the same.
No, I certainly do not love you.
Good. Yes, that is good. That will make this much easier. Say it again for my sake, if you please. I don't love you.
I don't love you.
Yes. That is much better. This is how it should be. You will not regret this. It will make it easier in the end. Trust me. Now, let us return to the task at hand.
She still disapproves minus 15. Ridiculous.
It's a curious thing. I don't
First
know
time I did this, she gave me a minus 26. Oh, did you have your first feeling?
That would be rather unlikely, would it not? I am reminded of our first meeting in the wilds. I had been in animal form for some time, watching
Stalker!
I knew immediately that you were far more formidable than the other men you traveled with. I found you intriguing. Yet I resented it when Flemeth assigned me to travel with you. I assumed that, at best, you would drive me from your company as soon as we left the wilds.
Needed a mage.
Of course you did, and Flemeth knew this. Still, I expected the worst. I am aware that I have little talent for forming friendships, to put it lightly. It is something I know nothing of, nor ever thought I needed. Yet when I discovered Flemeth's plans, you did not abandon me. Whatever your reasons, you fought what must have been a terrible battle without hope of real reward.
It was not such a terrible battle, trust me.
Even so, you went. No one has ever... 'Twas unexpected. That is all. The extent of my usefulness does not explain the interest and kindness you have shown.
Jesus, came to get some ass and I'm getting a
You could
lecture.
easily have ignored me entirely, yet you did not. You will need to forgive me for speaking so awkwardly, but do you suppose that we have become friends, you and I? I have nothing to compare it to.
I suppose you could call it that.
Indeed. Remarkable.
Friends with benefits.
I have been with men physically, those who lusted after me and even professed love, but friendship with a man? I did not know 'twas even possible. Still, 'tis good to think that we are friends. Of all the things I could have imagined when Flemeth told me to go with you, this would be the very last. I want you to know that while I may not always prove worthy of your friendship, I will always value it. But enough of such idle talk. There are more useful things to be done, surely.
Yeah, like hitting my tent, bitch.
What comes, my friend? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. What comes, my friend? So, full of questions, are you?
Wait a minute. Last time they let me bang her.
What comes, my friend? We are in camp, so...
Why are you still here?
You helped me avoid the fate my mother had in store for me. At the very least, I think I can aid you in return. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
Do you want to leave?
If I wanted to leave, then I would go. I remain, so do not ask such pointless questions.
Wow, she's fucking bitchy, man. Anyways. I'm trying to see if there's
I
a
wish
way
to ask a
to
question of you.
not piss her off.
I wish to know your opinion of... We have been... I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. Indeed, this can only lead... I have allowed myself to become too close. This is a weakness. Yes. You will not... Now, let...
Okay, so you can break up with her. I guess you can't... You can't bang her if you tell her just be friends.
I wish to ask a question of you. I wish to know your opinion of love. I would... You and I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependence. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I have been foolish. I
Okay,
have
you become too
allowed
close.
myself to become...
Love's not a weakness.
This is for your own good. I would not...
You're worth my distraction.
Have it your way, but I will...
Ah, look. She didn't get pissed off that way. So you do gotta press her a little bit. You do gotta... Yeah, okay. She wants you to... She's typical fucking female. I totally played into that.
Your desire? We are in camp, so 'tis as...
Finally!
Your desire? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time...
Care to
as
join
any.
me in my tent for one last boom boom shakalaka?
I think...
What? Something wrong?
Because something must be amiss with me in order to refuse your charms. You'll have to forgive me if I do not leap at your command like a trained warhound.
What brought this on? Stop acting like such a hostile bitch!
Better than acting the lover or the obedient wife, no? Allow me to spare you such pains in the future, then, for both our sakes.
Oh, man. You know what? Fuck you, I'll just go to the end game without talking to you. So snotty. You can, still... The first time I did it, she gave me minus 26, disapproval, which of course takes away stats from her. Yeah, so I didn't want to do that, but you could still bang her out afterwards. And then the two conversation paths you just saw me take, one she friend zones you, and the other she's she gives you the cold shoulder. I mean, wow, they really embraced all the trifecta of the female within one character. Fucking outstanding. Let us get to Redcliffe. That's not even a knock on females. That's just truth. It's real talk. That was literally the 3 types of females in this world wrapped up into 7 minutes. Which isn't a bad thing. You could wrap up the males in half that time, but... I think the point is that y'all can be a little complex. Anyways, Mugglug is not going into this battle as he'd hoped, but nevertheless, he's going into this battle. I gotta tell Mr. Messenger here.
I was told to watch for your arrival, Warden.
It's time to rock and
Comrade
roll.
Riordan arrived just ahead of the Darkspawn attack. He has urgent news for you.
Take me inside. There must be no more delays.
I should take you to the hall right away, my lord. They'll be waiting for you there.
I'm sure we have lots of dialogue and symptomatics to go through. So I went and bought all the shit I could find. We'll go over inventory
It's a relief to see you unharmed.
next chance we get.
And you as well, Alistair. Or should I say your...
I always like to do final battle
No,
inventory.
No, I wouldn't say that. Not yet, anyway.
The Darkspawn that attacked Threadcliff were relatively few in number, I'm afraid. It was assumed the Horde was marching in this direction, but that is not true.
Riordan tells us that the bulk of the Horde is in fact heading towards Denerim. They are perhaps 2 days away from the capital.
What? Are we sure about that? I mean, if that's true.
I ventured close enough to listen in, as it were. I am quite certain.
Has word been sent to Denerim?
Word has been sent, but they need more than warning. They need our armies.
There is, I'm afraid, one other piece of news that is of even greater concern. The Archdemon has shown itself. The dragon is at the head of the Horde.
Make her preserve us. But we can't reach Denerim within 2 days, can we? It's too far.
We must begin a
I
forced
can get
march
there
to
in
the
2
capital
minutes.
immediately with what we have. Denerim must be defended at all costs.
I agree. We collected an army. Let's use it.
The Horde must be defeated, but the Archdemon is our true target. And only the Grey Wardens can defeat the Archdemon. That is why we must go.
Then we march, and hope the army we've collected here gives us the chance we need. Al-Eamon, how long before the army can set out?
By daybreak.
Then let's get them ready. I won't let all those people die without giving them a chance.
Then we're off to war. Let's do it.
I will give the orders at once, and will notify you the moment we are ready to march.
That would be appreciated.
Then if you and Alistair could meet me before you retire, we have Grey Warden business to discuss.
I will have someone show you to your rooms. I suggest you all get some rest while you can. We will need it. Marrying Alistair to Honora would not have been my first choice. Still, it does keep the Theron bloodline alive, and Honora is a fine ruler. So I suppose I owe you thanks, Warden. All of Ferelden does.
Are there any other allies we can use?
We have sent messengers to Orlais. With any luck, the Empress will send us help within a week. I think it entirely possible, however, that she has written Ferelden off as a lost cause already, and will seek to defend her empire first. Perhaps the Grey Wardens of Orlais will be able to march and reach us in time. We should not rely on their arrival, even so.
Shouldn't Alistair be staying here?
He insists on going. How can I say no? I am uneasy with the danger he puts himself in by accompanying you. I ask myself if he does not conspire to leave the throne to Honora after all. But Alistair knows his duty. He will do what is best. Right now, he believes that is assisting you in contacting your allies.
Naked Tree Chick is here.
And what word have we from Orzammar? Has House Clorette sent their men, or haven't they?
They're stalling, which is as good as a no.
House Clorette's feud with House Romald has flared up again since their son died in that Deep Roads business. So naturally they're pleading the need for self-defense.
Fine time to start with that nonsense again. I've half a mind to... Evening to you, Grey Warden. Didn't realize you were still up and about.
Is there a problem with the Dwarven forces?
Nothing that can be dealt with now, I'm afraid. Just one of the houses being thicker than the stone that made them.
Once all of this blight business is done, there will be a reckoning in the Assembly.
They're probably half hoping we'll all wind up dead. That way they'll have one of the strongest forces left in Orzammar.
Enough to face the Darkspawn all on their own, I suppose? That's exactly the kind of half-arsed thinking that got us into the mess after Endron passed.
It was our good fortune that you decided to return home when you did, Grey Warden. For all that you needed our help, I expect we needed yours more.
Carry on, men.
Right. Off to camp with both of you, and keep the drunkenness to a minimum. We have a long way to go yet. Pleasant evening to you, Grey Warden, and good fortune on the field of battle.
It is strange to be so far from the forest that created me, Grey Warden. Here I do not feel the ebb and flow of the trees and the earth. It is silent. And yet in that silence I feel the battle that is to come.
I didn't realize you were gonna leave the forest.
And instead, I should send all my children off to battle. I should wait alone in the ruins, counting the dead as I feel their cries within
I just
me.
wanted to keep talking to you so I could see your butt.
We are approaching a great and terrible force, these Darkspawn. They are a force of nature themselves, like locusts descending upon the field. And there is one amongst them, a mighty dragon who flies at the center of this horde. It is he that you seek, yes. Like an arrow flying towards its target.
Someone shut that dog up. The Archdemon.
That is the one. He knows you come, Grey Warden. He bellows his challenge at you even now, daring you to approach, daring all of us. I can think of this no further. I do not wish to hear its roar in my heart, lest my courage waver. I am sorry.
Be there in 5.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure...
You got new stuff here? Hell yeah, he does. Physical technique. I don't really need that. I want the spellbook would have been nice. Guess I'll buy it. Actually, I think Zevran can use it for his archery. Luglug definitely doesn't need it. I can't use it here? The fuck? The fuck, man? Okay, anyways. More chest I can't open. Luglug, you should have been a thief.
There you are. Let's go see what Riordan has to say.
Yeah, let's do that.
You're both here. Good. You're new to the Grey Wardens, and you may not have been told how an archdemon is slain. I need to know if that is so.
You mean there's more to it than just, say, chopping off its head?
So it is true. Duncan had not yet told you. I had simply assumed. Tell me, have you ever wondered why the Grey Wardens are needed to defeat the Darkspawn?
I have wondered that, yeah. But then some boobs walked by and I forgot about it.
The Archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn. But should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough. The essence of the beast will pass through the taint to the nearest Darkspawn and will be reborn anew in that body. The dragon is thus all but immortal. But if the Archdemon is slain by a Grey Warden, Its essence travels into the Grey Warden.
Oh shit, I like where this is going. Why wouldn't that be good?
The Darkspawn is an empty, soulless vessel, but a Grey Warden is not. The essence of the Archdemon is destroyed, and so is the Grey Warden.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Meaning the Grey Warden who kills the Archdemon dies.
Yes. Without the Archdemon, the Blight ends. It is the only way.
Riordan, I guess you're gonna have to do the killing below. I have no intentions of sacrificing my life for this.
In Blight's past, when the time came, the eldest of the Grey Wardens would decide which amongst them would take that final blow. If possible, the final blow should be mine to make. I am the eldest, and the taint will not spare me much longer. But if I fail, the deed falls to one of you.
If it comes to that, I am willing
I'll go
to take the
third.
blow.
Good, that sounds like an excellent idea.
Trust me, I'm not looking forward to the prospect. But I'm willing. You can count on me.
If we do not stop the Blight here and now, it will destroy all of Ferelden before the Grey Wardens elsewhere can assemble. Remember that. But enough. There will be much to do tomorrow and little enough time to rest before it. I will let you return to your rooms.
I will see you once the army is ready to march, then. I guess this ends soon. One way or another.
That it does, my friend. That it does.
Archdemon. In darkness eternal they searched for those who had goaded them on, until at last they found their prize, their god, their betrayer, the sleeping dragon Dumat. Their taint twisted even the false god, and the whisper awoke at last in pain and horror, and led them to wreak havoc upon all the nations of the world. The false dragon gods of the Deventer Imperium lie buried deep within the earth, where they have been imprisoned since the Maker cast them down. No one knows what it is that drives the Darkspawn in their relentless search for the sleeping gods. Wait, didn't I already read this? I feel like I did. No. This one's new, I guess. Perhaps it was some remnant of the desire of the vengeance upon ones who goaded the Magisters to assault heaven. Whatever the reason, when Darkspawn find one of the ancient dragons, it is immediately afflicted by a taint. It awakens, twisted and corrupted, and leads the Darkspawn in a full-scale invasion of the land, a blight. Earthmeal was one of the Deventer god of beauty. In the ancient times, he was worshipped by musicians, artists, and poets. The Feast of Earthmeal was the grandest celebration of the year, and an event that lasted a full 12 days. Plays and the entire symphonies were written in his honor. Now he is maddened husk of the former self, filled with nothing but a desire to destroy all life. When the first blight began, many brave men and women threw themselves at Dumat, the first archdemon, to strike him down, trying to strike him down. But no matter the numbers, no matter their strength, he would always return. This is proof, some said, of his divine powers. But the Grey Wardens soon learned otherwise. Their tainted blood bound them to the Archdemon, and they could hear it, feel it as it died, and was born anew. Its spirit drawn to possess the nearest tainted creature. The Darkspawns were mindless, soulless, empty shells of the flesh that could be bent and remade in the dragon's image. But to man, a man's soul was not so malleable. When its warden had struck the fatal blow against Dumat, the old god's spirit was drawn not to a Darkspawn, but to the man who had slain him. In that moment, the souls of both the warden and the Archdemon were utterly destroyed, and the dragon rose no more. The blight was over. You've gathered your armies, and it is time to lead them against the greatest threat that Ferelden has seen in centuries. Tomorrow, you will march to Denerim, but for now, you must rest. Uh-huh.
Do not be alarmed. It is only I.
Here we go again. I'm not alarmed. Glad to see you. Is everything all right?
I am well. 'Tis you who are in danger. I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loop in your hole.
I put a loop in your
You know
hole.
what happens when the Archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed, and that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you that this does not need to be.
And how do you know about this?
I know a great many things. How I know is not quite as important as what I am offering you, however. I offer a way out. A way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice. A ritual, performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night.
A way out. Tell me more.
What I propose is this. Lay with me, here tonight, and from our joining, a child will be conceived. The child
Ludlug
will
Jr.?
bear the taint, and when the archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The archdemon is still destroyed.
You
with
won't have
no
a
Grey
fucking
Warden
demon
dying
baby,
in the
bitch.
process.
Ludlug will grant you this. I like what I'm hearing so far.
In return, I conceive a child. One who will be born with the soul of an old god.
Fuck it. If my
After this is done,
Ludlug's offspring
you
is going
allow
to be a
me
god,
walk away, and you do not
keep
follow.
talking to me.
Ever. The child will be mine to raise as I wish.
All right, I'll do it.
A wise decision. Come, my love.
I'd be like Ball.
Thoughts of the ritual aside, and let us make this last night together one to remember.
A nice little camel toe going on there. Looks like Ludlug is going to succeed with his initial wish after all. You guys remember Baldur's Gate, right? This is how that shit all started. Fucking evil woodland witches. Burying demon gods as children. Child of Baal. Wait. That was fucking PG. Need to hurry up and play The Witcher.
We have gathered all the forces we can.
Shit's about to go down, folks. Hordlings unite.
Darkspawn horde is sure to reach the capital before us.
Werewolves.
So we must race to Denerim as quickly as we can. The lives
dwarves.
of many thousands hang in the balance. We must not forsake them.
The Magi.
You have gathered an army to replace the one lost at Ostagar, Grey Warden. Let us pray that it will be enough.
You should get all your characters at this point. That would have been even cooler. Just get to
Before
use your
us stands the might of the Darkspawn horde.
two different parties of
Gaze upon them now,
4.
but fear them not. The man you see beside me is a dwarf, raised to the ranks of the Grey Wardens. This is not his home, and yet still he fights with honor and passion. He has survived despite the odds, and without him, none of us would be here. Today, we save Denerim. Today, we avenge the death of my brother, King Kaelan. But most of all, today, we show the Grey Wardens that
Wearing his
we
brother's
remember
armor.
and honor their sacrifice. For Ferelden, for the Grey Wardens!
Darkspawn sword ready. Lug's backup. Oh, snap, motherfucker. There goes Big Ball Sack. Where's my werewolf at, bitch? They haven't even brought out the ogres yet. That was quite the dramatic ending, folks, to this video. I'll see you soon with some more Dragon Age Origins.